third video in a series of 3. Having moderated a panel to discuss storage hypervisors at the recent Storage Networking World event, there was a quick realization by those of us on stage that the nature, value and possibilities of storage hypervisors were largely unclear to many in the audience. And so there exists an opportunity for more exposure for this topic. While everyone understands the benefits that server hypervisor technology has brought to servers in terms of utilization, flexibility and cost savings, the benefits of what a storage hypervisor can bring to storage are less well known. The previous 2 videos addressed storage hypervisor knowledge and generic capabilities. However, as with any technology category, there are variations in approach and delivery by the competing vendors. In this selection from video interviews recorded just after the S&W session, I asked the vendors to address what they each specifically bring to the storage hypervisor party.
The company's been growing at 30% type growth rates for the last few years during the recession and all that, so we're very excited. We started the company almost 15 years ago. I figured the compelling value would have been inevitable and everybody would have understood it. It's taken a while. Frankly, the whole server virtualization movement was critical. It got people to understand it. Today what we're seeing is for a couple of reasons. The economy is bad, and therefore people are having to figure out how to reuse what they've got. Yeah. And with DataCore, you can take all your existing storage, whether it's on physical or virtual platforms, manage it as one universal approach. Great simplicity, a huge amount of automation, and best of all, it's proven by thousands of customers out there. So it's not a new thing, and the best approach is don't listen to me, go download it, try it.
With SmartCloud Virtual Storage Center, we have brought together capabilities that we used to sell separately, some of them, in SAN Volume Controller, which was really the mechanics of how to do virtualization, and in Tivoli Storage Productivity Center, which was analytics about when to best apply virtualization, as well as Tivoli Storage Flash Copy Manager, which was application integration of some of the virtualization capabilities. And it can be applied to any storage infrastructure, whether it's IBM or EMC or Hitachi or HP or NetApp or Dell or you name it. We can apply this storage hypervisor concept in the SmartCloud Virtual Storage Center to any storage infrastructure. And we've come up with some creative new integrations between server hypervisor mobility and storage hypervisor mobility, SmartCloud Virtual Storage Center, so that you can do use cases, for example, move an entire workload from one physical data center to another physical data center. All of the virtual servers, all of the virtual storage from one data center to another data center up to 300 kilometers apart while the applications are up and running.
At Virsto Software, we started this company to solve the specific problem about how we make storage much more efficient, much lower cost, and much more agile, specifically for virtual machine environments. We believed when we started the company that virtualization on the server side was going to take over the world. At the time it hadn't actually, but it seemed obvious to us. But what we saw was how storage was not keeping pace at all, and how storage in a virtual machine environment is so fundamentally different than it is in a physical environment. The nature of the IO throughput, how individual IOs get run through a system, and what that does to the back-end thrashing of the storage hardware, the incredible inefficiency. We've had inefficiency in storage hardware forever, but virtualization makes it way worse than it was in the physical computing world, and get to where we've got the right kind of agility on the storage side that matches what we have on the server side. We built a piece of software we embed right into Hypervisor, and this is unlike any other product in the marketplace. One of the things that we believe really strongly at Virsto is that the storage unit of relevance in a virtual machine environment is not a LUN, it's not a file system, it's a virtual machine image. And the core problem is how virtual machines generate I/O when they're run through the server hypervisor. And at Virsto, we have built a way that allows us to completely reorganize the flow of I/O, so we can get oftentimes 5, 10, 15, 20 times more throughput through existing set of hardware with the existing cache without changing disk drives or anything else.
We came out with storage virtualization in October 2004, so it's been 8 years now. So we've been able to virtualize non-Hitachi storage for 8 years, and what it does is it starts automating things like data migrations and data movements. And we have a practice called storage economics that can actually assist customers in adopting technology, because what it does is it quantifies the benefit. So, you can try to implement thin provisioning, for example. What's the benefit? Well, you're going to reclaim some space. How much space? I don't know. But through some analysis, we can say that you can reclaim 35.6% of your capacity. Same with dynamic tiering. We consistently find over 80% of the data on Tier 1 disk doesn't need to be there. Now, if that isn't the motivation for adopting tiering, I don't know what is.